Hello, welcome to all of you. Today I will discuss supervised word sense disambiguation. Yesterday we had seen knowledge-based approach, and also we had seen the data set required for the knowledge-based, and that is known as WordNet. And today we will see another type of data sets that is required for supervised word sense disambiguation. So these are the content for today class. That is, first of all, I will discuss data sets that is required for supervised word sense disambiguation. After that, we will see different types of supervised algorithm that is known as decision list, decision tree, naive based, example based, support vector machine, and last it is neural network. So when we will discuss data sets that is required for word sense disambiguation, especially in machine learning. So the name of the data set, it is known as corpora. It is a collection of text used for learning language model. This corpora may be sense annotated or without sense annotated, and without sense annotated, it is known as raw corpora. And both kind of resources are used in word sense disambiguation. Especially when we use supervised word sense disambiguation, at that time we require sense annotated corpora, and when we deal unsupervised word sense disambiguation, at that time we are not required any sense annotated corpora, we just use raw corpora. So what is supervised word sense disambiguation? That is, it is a machine learning technique to learn classifier from labeled training set. That is set of example encoded in terms of a number of features together with their appropriate sense level or class. An unsupervised word sense disambiguation, it is based on unlabeled corpora and do not exploit any manually sensed tag corpus to provide a sense choice for a word in the context. Now we will see the first approach that is known as decision list for word sense disambiguation. It is a very simple technique used in supervised word sense disambiguation machine learning, and here it is an ordered set of rules for categorized test instance. Here a list of weighted if then else rules are applied, and the training set is used for inducing a set of features. As a result, the rule of kind, that is feature value sense scores, are created, and the ordering of these rules based on their decreasing score. It means that those with having highest value we have to put down first, and those who are second highest, we have to put down in second list, and this process is repeated. Consider the decision list. Given a word across W and its representation as a feature vector, the decision list is checked, and the feature with highest score that match the input vector, select the word sense to be assigned. So here, how you can find out the input select word sense with the help of formula that is known as argmax SI, that is sense D of W where scores SI. Now I want to elaborate something more about this formula. Here SI represent as a score of sense, and that is calculated by the maximum among the feature score. It means that suppose if you want to disambiguate any certain words, then you compare all these words to the if then else rule with weighted value. And those value having the highest score is weighted. Now here one more variable, it is mentioned that a score of the feature F is computed as the logarithm of the probability of sense Si given feature F divided by the sum of the probability of the other sense given feature F. Now, the second machine learning supervised word sense disambiguation algorithm that is known as decision tree. And a decision tree is a predictive model used to represent classification rules with a tree structure. Earlier approach, it is known as decision list, where we used if then else, weighted if then else types of a structure. But in decision tree, we try to build a model having tree structure, and that recursively partition to the training data sets. Here, as we know that in tree structure, some internal node as well as leaf node are there. So each internal node of a decision tree represents a test on a feature value, and each branch represents an outcome of the test. A prediction is made when the terminal node leaf is reached. So in previous approach, when we get highest weighted value, we assign them. But in decision tree, the prediction is made at the terminal node. And since it takes a lot of time to find out to disambiguate any word, that's why now researcher is not used decision tree nowadays. The third and most important algorithm that is known as naive-based word sense disambiguation. It is again a probabilistic classifier based on the Bayes theorem, and it relies on calculation of the conditional probability of each sense Si of a word W given the feature Fj in the context. So here three different variables we are using. One is Si, that is of a word W given the feature Fj. So here a single word having multiple sense, and each sense represent as a Si, and each sense having own feature value also. and that is represented as a fj. So suppose if you want to maximize, if you want to get the maximized value, then we have to apply Bayes theorem, and the Bayes theorem, it is represented as a S cap is equal to argmax P Si, where F1 to Fn is there. So what is the meaning is that probability of sense I of feature F1, F2 up to Fn when sense Si is given, multiply by probability of Si and divide by probability of F1 to Fn is equal to arguments Psi, where j equal to 1 to m P Fj, where Si is given. The fourth approach, that is known as exemplar based or instance based, or sometimes it is known as memory based also, and k nearest neighbor also. So single algorithm having the multiple name, but the way of working is the same. Again, it is a supervised algorithm, and classification model is built from the examples. This model retain example in memory as points in the feature space, and as new examples are subjected to classification, and they are progressively added to the fifth important algorithm, that is known as support vector machine, that is SVM. It is based on the idea of learning a linear hyperplane from the training set that separate positive example from the negative example. So here we try to build a hyperplane, and that hyperplane is separate two things in two different places, and that's why it is known as a binary classifier. So SVM tend at the same time to minimize the empirical classification error and maximize the geometric margin between positive and negative examples. So at the same time, it will do two things. One is to minimize classification error and maximize the margin between positive as well as negative example. So as SVM is a binary classifier, in order to usable for WSD, it must be adapted to multi-class classification. So before discussing about the multi-class, first of all, we try to understand what is hyperplane, and how suppose two different types of example it is given plus plus and like that, here it is. So now here we try to build one you can take example from here so that you can easily understand, because here it is a clear picture. So here I have taken 5 positive example, 5 positive value and 5 negative value. You can also increase or decrease number. The number is not different. Now we try to make a gapping here. So one distinction you can put down here, also you can put down here the same like that, or you can like that. Now you tell me which line represent the best classification method. And what is the criteria for this? The criteria for choosing the best gapping margin between positive as well as negative example is that the positive as well as the negative example having the maximum margin. So when we choose this line, at that time, here from the negative example, it is a very huge gap, but from the positive example, it having very less gap. So this line is not suitable for us. So we have to erase this line. Now, second, I will take this line. Again, in this line, both are having equal distance, but it is a final gapping. It is not possible. So again, we will discuss little later. Now concentrate here in this line. From this line to the positive example having very huge gap, but from the negative example having very less gap. So this margin or this line is also not suitable. So again, we have to remove this thing. Now we have two lines. One line is very nearest to both example, that is positive as well as negative, and one line having almost equal distance from positive as well as the negative example. Now you can see that both lines having equal importance. Now problem is that suppose if I will increase one more point and here, then this line, then it will be wrongly classified. So, and if you put down from here, it may be possible. So again, here it is a wrongly classified, but with the help of this line also it is a wrongly classified. So we need to remove this line. Now, with the help of eraser, I want to remove it, and here. After that, since support vector machine, generally it classify between two data, different types of the data set. One is positive, another is negative. But when we deal support vector machine to the word sense disambiguation, so here you have to classify or generate sense not from the two words, but we have to generate sense from many words. And that's why here you have to apply multi-class classification. And a simple possibility, for instance, is to reduce the multi-class classification problem to a number of binary classification of kind sense SI versus all the other senses. As a result, the sense with the highest confidence is selected. Comes to the next part, and that is known as neural network word sense disambiguation. So in here, with the help of neural network, we try to build deep learning concept. And as you know that neural network, it is a mimic of human brain, And in human brain, it is a connection of different neurons. So here it will take input as a neuron, different input we can pass it, and this is known as a hidden input unit, and this part it is known as the hidden unit. And third layer, it is known as output layer. So what we have to do here, we will pass input again, then this is known as a input layer, and here it is known as hidden layer, and this one it is known as output layer. So each input layer is connected to all the layer of the hidden layer. Similarly, you can connect them from here to this one, to this one, from here, and after that, each hidden layer is connected to the like that. And this approach, it is known as neural network. Now, it is input layer, it is a input feature, and output layer that is known as a desired response. Now, problem is that in input layer, we are not directly inserting any word. So instead of inserting any word, we convert them each word into the one hot representation. So what is one hot representation? In one hot representation, that it is a sparse matrix, and in this sparse matrix, all value are 0 except one position. All value are here 0. And this one position represents the position of the index value. So for example, in your vocabulary, 10,000 word is there, maybe more, and it is starting from A and last word is that is B. So suppose if I will take one word, that is apple. So apple might having the position, it is known as 15. So we will try to build one hot representation, and the size of this one hot representation, it is a 10,000, and the value of this matrix, that is a sparse matrix, all value are 0 except 1, and remaining are, and this position it is known as 15. So if we try to build neural network for such type of problem, then we have to use 10,000 neurons as an input layer. And if you want to pass one word as an apple, then you have to assign here 0, 0 and position 1, you have to pass 1, then we have to process it. So these are the different algorithms we had seen today, and I want to repeat one more times, that is neural network for supervised word sense disambiguation or machine learning algorithm. We require corpora. Corpora having two types. One is raw corpora and second one is sense annotated corpora. For supervised word sense disambiguation, we require sense annotated corpora, and the algorithm, different types of algorithm that is known as decision list. Here we use weighted if then else structure decision tree. We build a model according to the tree structure. Type based is a probabilistic based classification model based upon the Bayes theorem. Exemplar based, it is build a model with the help of example. Support vector machine, build a model with the help of hyperplane, and neural network is based upon the. So that's the end of today's class. Thank you very much.